Hey there, welcome to my page. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jerry Teeter, and I own a company here in Omaha, Nebraska called Mr. Car Shipper, and I've been a lifelong car enthusiast ever since I was just a little kid. And you've probably found this page because of either the Jeep aspect or the woodworking, but just wanted to give you a quick backstory on why I'm doing this page and what it's going to be. And so just to get started, the plan is to take this Jeep right here. It's a 1980 CJ5 with the AMC 304 V8, and I'm going to turn it into this here, what you see. Now, a lot of you might be asking yourself, what would give you the crazy idea to make a wood vehicle? And the quick backstory behind that is about 11 years ago, I was at a time in my life where I was flipping cars and using Craigslist a lot to find the vehicles that I was selling. And I ran across this crazy looking car. It ended up being a wood-bodied car that was built on a Volkswagen chassis. And as soon as I saw it, it just really piqued my interest. And so I went and looked at it, ended up buying it, and now 11 years later, I still own that car. For the first several years that I owned it, I'd take it to car shows. It actually became unintentionally one of the best marketing pieces I'd ever done for my business. Prior to buying that car, I'd go to car shows and try to hand out business cards to attendees, and they'd treat me like, the people on the beach down in Mexico that are trying to sell you their trinkets. They just wouldn't give me the time of day. But the moment I bought this wood car to any car show, people would just flock to me like moths to a flame. And it's always just been real interesting to me to see people's reactions and just see their face when they see this car. The car I'm talking about here is it's built on a 1959 Volkswagen Bug chassis, and this body was actually made almost 50 years ago in 1972. The best history that I can find on this car is that it was built by a father and son for a 4-H project. To my knowledge, I'm the third owner of it. And, I was able to track down the plans for this car were actually in a magazine back in the 50s and 60s. And so I was actually able to get my hands on one of the old magazines that these plans came in. And so I'll post some pictures here so you can see it. But the whole concept of a wood vehicle has just really fascinated me. I love the reaction. I love seeing people's faces when they see the car for the first time. And so, a Jeep has always been in the back of my mind, something I want to do. And so for the last couple of years, I've been watching the different places for a good candidate for a chassis, and just found this one. And so I'm really excited to begin this journey. I've created this page here so you can kind of follow along and see this Jeep right here transform into the picture I showed you. That's just a picture I found on the internet. Honestly, I don't know who the owner is, and one day I'd love to be able to track him down and find him and compare notes, but that's just a good representation of what we're going for. And so follow along the page, follow our journey, and throughout the build process, we'll be posting pictures and hopefully some video, and we'll see you throughout the journey. Thank you.